Hey everybody, how's it going? Just wanted to hop on and make a video that is very topical because I've been seeing this sentiment going around about game reviews and IGN that is just some of it justified, some of it not justified, a lot of it not justified. Anyways, we're going to talk about that right now. Sorry it took so long to make another video. I know it's been like at least a week apart. I waited until after the weekend because I have been playing so much Persona 4 Golden, and I just rolled credits on that game last night. Phenomenal game. Amazing game. Won't get into that now, but let's talk about some bad takes. I woke up this morning, and I went on Instagram. Honestly, this is where all bad stories start, as you go on Instagram and you see some dumb shit. I saw a video of someone talking about how IGN's review of the new Lego Batman game was bad. Granted, the game's not out yet. I think the game early access started today, so the game wasn't even out yet. Guy probably doesn't even have a copy, doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about. He was talking about how IGN's review was bad because they gave it an 8 out of 10, which is a great score. Most video games that come out today are 8 out of 10 games. They were talking about how the combat was a little lackluster. And it got me thinking, I'm like, man, dude, 8 out of 10 is 8 out of 10 really a bad score now? I was like, we're saying that we're attacking IGN for 8 out of 10s now. It's justified when we get games that come out like Mouse PI for Hire, where the review, in the written review, which is the most important part about reviews, is the written part, not the score. Is he was talking about how the game had too many cheese jokes for a game full of mice, and also how it wasn't just a straight noir style story when it's not trying to be that. I think they gave it a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, one of those two. Nothing matched up properly. It was just going against everything that the game was. It was just basically the reviewer was wanting the game to be something different. It's just not what it was. But the whole thing about reviews are, and why I actually defend IGN on a lot of these review problems, not that Alien Isolation nonsense, that game is way better than what that is. But at the end of the day, that is that person's opinion. I defend IGN on these issues because the thing about game reviews is like, it's not the definitive, objective, this is how good the game is. It may suck to see outlets take down a game that you're excited for, but the whole thing is like, that's their opinion. That reviewer's opinion should not take away your enjoyment of said game that you played. So, for instance, all these people that are crying and saying, like, oh, they gave this game a 7 out of 10, but they gave Mixtape, which is an indie game that just came out, looks really good. I haven't played it myself, so I can't really talk about the quality of that game, but IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. That was the reviewer for IGN that gave it a 10 out of 10. It wasn't IGN as a whole. There may be people at IGN that would give Mixtape a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10 or all across the board scores. Like, this should not take away from people's enjoyment of things, especially video games. Video games are very subjective because they are art. Video games are art at the end of the day. It's crazy to me to see people getting up in arms over these reviews coming out from IGN, and it's like, it's always singling IGN, which is really funny. I don't agree with everything IGN says, but never once has an IGN review swayed my opinion on a game that I've personally played. A good example of this. Hey everybody, this is Editor Jack here. I am going through my video right now, the one that you are currently watching, and I have got something so terribly wrong. Greg Miller did not give Indiana Jones and the Great Circle a 5 out of 10. I am so sorry. I should have researched that before I even took that out of my mouth. He gave the game a 6.5. That is okay on the Kinda Funny scale. I am so sorry. I got that wrong. So this next section is pretty wrong in some aspects, but also pretty right in some aspects. Just because he had a 6.5 out of 10 experience. Anyways, doesn't matter. I got a detail wrong. Just wanted to hop in and splice this in before I start talking about this in the video. So yeah, thank you. I apologize. On with the video. Greg Miller's review of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, He gave the game a 5 out of 10. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is way better, at least in my eyes and most other people's eyes. It's better than a 5 out of 10, but he had a 5 out of 10 experience, and that's his experience. And I was like, I still to this day think that is the craziest thing I've ever heard. But I still respect his opinion because he gave receipts that backed up his score. Is like he didn't like the gameplay, he didn't like the AI in the game, not generative AI, but the NPC AI never swayed my opinion of the game. I love Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, maybe my favorite video game of all time, just because I love Indiana Jones so much, and it was just such a well-made video game, very fun from top to bottom. But I still give it an 8 out of 10 because there are issues with the game. There's things that I would have done differently if I was in control of the narrative of the game. At the end of the day, most video games that come out are 8 out of 10s, and it's very rare where games get a 9, or not necessarily rare when they get a 9, but it's definitely very rare when they get a 10 out of 10. I think most people expect games that they enjoy to just be the best reviewed thing on the planet. A lot of times that doesn't work that way. We need to take a step back as a gaming community and like really think about how we think about video game reviews, because video game reviews aren't the objective end all be all. A lot of the times video game reviews are pretty widely agreed upon, like a Lord of the Rings Gollum. I didn't really see a lot of 9 out of 10 reviews for that, but there's probably someone out in the world that loves Lord of the Rings Gollum. It's just a fact that there's someone out there that's going to like something that you don't like, and there's going to be someone that doesn't agree with your opinions, but that doesn't invalidate how you feel about said things. If you love Superman 64 and you think it is your favorite game of all time, nothing's better than that. That's A-okay. No one is taking that away from you. But there are people out there who do not think that's a good game, but that should not sway your opinion on the game. It's really annoying to see these people in the comments being like, IGN sucks because they gave this game a 6 out of 10. We shouldn't trust IGN for giving games a 10 out of 10 just because they gave this game a 10 out of 10. No. Is it true that they have some pretty wild reviews that come out that I don't agree with? Yeah. Game reviews are here to maybe give you info and insight and other people's perspectives on things. If you think a game is phenomenal, if all these people out here crying and moaning that Crimson Desert got a 6 out of 10 from IGN, they need to make their own reviews that says the game is great, because that's their opinion. And if they love it so much and they want to hype up the game, go make your own review. I hate going in the comments of any IGN post or IGN video or what have you, and just see people like, oh, well, IGN with another bad take again. It's like, no. Here's the thing. You know what you do? You see, I don't agree with that. You say this to yourself, I don't agree with that. Or go play the game yourself. Go play something and form your own opinion on it. I don't know. I woke up this morning and I saw that and I was like, I have to make a video about this. This is a great idea to talk about because I'm very passionate. I'm going to school for journalism. I want to write about video games, but sometimes I see these comments. I'm like, man, what's the point? What's the point in doing this? But I keep reviewing games because I love video games. There's some games that are considered not great that I do love, but those are my opinions, and I don't let other people's opinions take my fun away from things. Like, I love Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Is it a great game? Probably not, but I do love that game. You know, it's just the way things are. If people say a game's not good, that's their opinion. They can keep that. I've just been talking in circles, but let me know what you think down below. Please like and subscribe and share this video around. It helps out a ton, and I will catch you guys later in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you later.